Good afternoon. It is Sunday, August 16th, 2026, and I am at Weatherwax Trail here in Ocean Shores, Washington. It's been a beautiful Sunday thus far. A little cloudy, but nice, like low 60s. The time is, what's that? Just after 1:20, 13:20 on my Suggest ST19 chronograph. I do like this watch. It's my favorite summer watch. Wearing during the summertime. Anyway, I hope your 2026 is going well. Mine's going pretty good. Cannot complain, really. I mean, you can always find reasons to complain, but why? Grand scheme of things, what good would it accomplish? More negative than anything. Well, that's something artificial. Oh, it's 1.2 miles round trip. It's pretty easy. It doesn't have any too much elevation, maybe 20-30 feet total. If I had to take a gander, it's 1.2 miles. I don't know if I said that or not, but it's here in Ocean Shores. It's a lot of old growth, which is beautiful. It's a loop trail. That's at the power line trail, I guess. Got into town here just a little while ago. Spent about 30 minutes driving up and down the beach, walking. I didn't get any video because I just wanted to keep that to myself. Some beach therapy I'm coming up here for, just to get away. Fortunately, you got family members that are ill, and you gotta do what you can. But at least you try to help out as much as you can. That's all we can do. So, but life goes on. Life slows down life stops for no one, or slows down, really. So we just keep on doing the best we can. But yeah, just decided to come over here after hiking. I know last week I kept bouncing around because I was trying to, figure out how much I did. Basically did about 4.5 miles there at Trail, I guess. I've been butchering it all this time. So be it. But upper, middle, and lower Michelle, I did all those twice. So I probably did. It was pretty much right at 4.5 miles round trip and about 900 foot elevation gain because I did all the waterfalls twice, especially the first or lower and middle. Especially on lower main trail, loop trail. So we can either go amongst the power lines, or we can go into the loop. You know what? I say let's go into the loop. Look at this. Let's see, power lines. I can go to eastern Arkansas, back to Mississippi Delta. Power lines over there to walk around. Oh, but yeah, just work on your health. You don't keep your weight in check, you start having lots of health issues. They reverberate down the road. Actions have consequences. The bill always comes due. Sooner or later. You have to take responsibility for your actions. If you have foresight and you're able to see how things are and where they're going, that's when you can do things about it. Which is always a positive thing to be able to have, the gift of foresight. You can nip a lot of stuff in the bud early on. Little trails here, those little game trails, I reckon. But just start taking control of your life, simplifying your life. Make a to-do list of most to least important. Start knocking stuff off. Get the least stuff or the easiest stuff knocked out first, but start working on the more important stuff. Save the hardest stuff for last. But address it. It takes time. Time's the one thing that we do have. You know, I'm glad that I weigh $155, 5'10". So, well, 5'9 3/4, but if you want to get technical. But yeah, I don't slouch anymore. I walk up, you know. I strut, I guess you could say. I walk with confidence. Always have. You know, it's meant as a warning. I'll tell anybody. You know, mess around and find out. The Loop Trail. Yeah. I remember this. I'm going to loop back around again. And it's 1.2 miles round trip, so it's not long at all. But it is fun. I like it. It's quiet and peaceful. Protects you. It's real breezy at the ocean there with the wind there. It felt great, but after a while, you start feeling a little chilly. Lots of people at the beach. There's a few people here, but not nearly as many. Let's see what's up in here. Yeah. A trail right through here. Yeah. Very cool. Get on back though. Get in front of, I think there's a little group that's walking around. Stay in front of them. But your health, work on your health, all aspects: physical, mental, emotional, psychological, financial. You'd be surprised how much you take care of your financial health, get out of debt. Be surprised how many of your problems just go away. You know, I only have one bill right now. I've been out of debt for probably a decade now, and just picked up a less than $500 a month car note for 3 years. I don't see how anybody can finance for 8 years. That is just throwing money away. You know, live within your means, people. Trust me, I was poor once. Shoot, I've been poor multiple times in my life. And, you know, I've had to start all over. It is what it is on that. See the leaves falling down. Oh, but yeah, here we are coming up now. Almost, you know, we are 2/3 the way done. Almost 2/3 the way done with this year. Be here before we know it. 2026 is going to be in the books, and then I'll be like, where did it go? I'm telling you, it's been flying by. I'm less than 2 months away here, actually just over a month and a half away, being home in October. Get to go home, visit my 2 best buds, camp on my land, go to the King Biscuit Blues Festival, hang out there with my best friend, chilling and relaxing, jamming on some great blues music, get to go see family and friends up in Branson and Fayetteville, and come back home, visit some friends in Little Rock before I head back. So a good 16 days I'm looking forward to. Oh, look at all that moss. That is so cool. Oh, I love this fresh air. Never, ever get tired of the fresh air. Wow. You know, start making a list and crossing stuff off, simplifying your life. We weren't meant to live these complicated lives. Live within your means. Tell everybody. I don't know how many. I'm just kind of walking around here, so I figure I'm probably doing about 1.5 miles total. So I'm just literally crisscrossing. Mainly just get ready to go putt-putt after this, I believe. You know, got some other stuff I want to do, but I don't know. I'm going to do as much or as little as I feel like for the next, you know, until tomorrow evening. I might hit some stops on the way back tomorrow. Tomey State Park, the Squally, the estuary boardwalk. You know, I'm just kind of waiting to see. I might hit some batting cages. And I hit batting cages in at least a decade. So we'll see about maybe going, throwing in a couple bucks, taking a few swings. It's for old time's sake. See if I still got it. Last time I did it, I hit every on fast pitch, made contact with every pitch, and ended up making solid contact with all 10 pitches. I think 8 of them I hit solid contact with. Basically foul balled the other 2. So and that was in Florida. Shoot, I'd say 15 years ago, close to it, 12 years ago, at least 10 years for dang sure. Yeah, that'll be the last time I picked up a baseball bat, swung it. I'll try to record it, you know, I ain't ashamed of it. I'm 53 years old. If I miss them and swing, so be it. Oh man, look at this tree, so cool. Wow. Pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, I hope this video finds you well. I don't want anything from anyone. I'm the most honest person you'll ever meet or talk to. I can promise you that. I'd rather tell you the ugly truth than a pretty lie. No, I got no problem. I use the truth. I've weaponized the truth. I don't use it as a shield. No, I wield it like a sledgehammer. And I'm going to pound you in the face with the truth over and over and over again. That's what you got to do these days, unfortunately. Facts trump feelings. Always have, always will. Now that's pretty cool. I remember that from last video, walking through here. Amazing how long that tree's been laying there. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Anyway, that's enough here. I got some more people coming up. And anyway, y'all got to enjoy nature, people. Weatherwax Trail, 1.2 miles, Ocean Shores, Washington. Got to enjoy nature, people. Later.